How's punters? Welcome back to Best Sports Betting, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a lightning roulette strategy that a punter inboxed me. Now I'm not going to share the message because it wasn't inbox, it wasn't a comment, and the strategy basically calls for a betting on thirds, or betting on thirds. Now betting on thirds is a strategy that some roulette players use, and basically what it means is you're going to be betting on first 12 or second 12, first 12 or third 12, second 12, third 12, and that sort of thing. So you're only going to be betting on two of the three thirds, meaning you have, I think it's something like a 60 odd percent chance of winning your bet, or a 30 odd percent chance of losing your bet. However, where the strategy changes, so for example the strategy would look like this if I were betting on thirds. Let me quickly put 50 on there, 50 on there, and undo that just so that you guys have an idea. But what the strategy actually calls for is to place bets on individual numbers within the thirds. So you're basically going to be backing 2/3 of the board on the number and not on this section here. Now the reasoning behind this is that you're backing numbers, so when the lightning round strikes, you've got a much higher chance of actually hitting a number and a third. So you should theoretically come out with a profit. I mean, what's it? 2 out of 3 spins on paper, and you have the potential to get a much larger profit should you land on one of the numbers with the lightning. So this is going to be a little difficult to do because you need to get a lot of bets down very quickly. You can see I've already made a couple mistakes here, so I'm going to have to undo those because I'm not going to have enough time. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering the first and second third just for testing purposes, and we're going to have a couple rounds of the lightning dice and see if we have any luck using this third strategy. Fortunately, we did just miss that one, and quite a few of our numbers came up in the first 2/3 that we were going to be backing if I'd had the time. So I mean, maybe we get a winner right now. 8 comes in. Okay, no. But the number 8 would have at least returned a reasonable amount. So let me quickly get those bets on. I'm going to be placing 2 rand bets. That is because the minimum bet at GBet is 2 rand. So I'm going to work as quickly as possible here to try and get these bets on in the time I have allotted to me. Looks like I will have enough. And I'm not going to be backing 0. The strategy mentioned nothing about the 0, so I'm really not sure what I should be doing there, but I'm just going to be trying the thirds for now. So let's give this a couple of hands. I think I'm going to stick with the first 2/3 simply because it's quite a lot of work to actually click these every single time, and you're probably going to miss out on a couple of rounds if you don't get it right. But let's see if we win anything. I'm going to play this for a couple of rounds. It's costing us 48 rand a bet, and we're going to see what happens. 12. Alright. So we win 60 rand, we make a 12 rand profit there, and then I'm simply going to repeat my bet. Now, the high numbers, me personally, I don't usually back high numbers. I often get screwed when I don't back the high numbers, but yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to be backing all of the numbers today. That is another strategy that I did discuss in another video, is literally backing all the numbers and hoping for dice, or hoping for lightning to strike, but this strategy seems to have a much higher return on paper, except there 25, 26 we have no luck, but we have 16. Gets a 100 times on 16? Okay. Number 4. So as you can see, we're making a slight bit of progress. We're making 12 rand a spin from a 48 rand bet using the strategy. Now obviously if it lands on 25 to 36 or 0, we're going to lose. But so far so good. I'm going to play this for a couple of rounds and see how it goes. I could also back this, but I'm not sure if when lightning strikes, does it actually count on those numbers? I actually need to check the rules. But this way at least makes it a bit more exciting. Otherwise the simpler way might just be to back the 12s. We get 1, 17, and 36. So we've got 2 lightning strikes in our zones. $34, there we go. That's one of the losers that I was talking about. Now this costs us $48, so we'd made 24 rand profit, and at the moment we're sitting at a 24 rand loss with all the different bets I've taken. Let's repeat that. Do I want to use autoplay? Yes, why not? Let's put autoplay on for, should I say 10 rounds? That's going to be 480 rand if I lose 10 rounds in a row. I was very unlucky on the lightning dice strategy that I tried yesterday. It was a solid strategy and I liked it, but unfortunately we didn't get any winners in that. But yes, we have 13, 14, 20, 25, so we're missing one of the numbers in our zone, but that's alright. It's only 50 times and 25. You get a 200, 100 and a 50 times. I would like to see number 20 come up. Number 4 again. So another small 12 rand profit for us. And I've got autoplay running, so I don't need to place any further bets. Now I must say that Lightning Red, I think, is the most popular game on Evolution Gaming. Every time I log in I see there's thousands of people playing. I mean, there might only be a couple hundred people on other games, but Lightning Roulette always seems to have people on it. It must be one of the most popular games on Evolution Gaming. I don't think I've seen any other game that consistently has over 1,000 players. Right, what are we going to get here? We need 18 and 20. Hey, we get a 20, 100 times on 20. Look at that. So we have just won ourselves a juicy 200 bucks. So there we go, guys. That's the strategy in action. I'm going to undo my bets because, well, actually, let me just let it run for one more round. But yeah, so that's basically what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a number to come up in those 2/3 and lightning to strike it, and then the ball to land in that number. And we got a little 200 rand payout, which is not too bad at all. So I'm pretty happy. I do like the strategy. Look, I've always liked the third strategy. It does require a lot of patience. It is going to take you some time to win. Here we get 12 and 21. But, I mean, if you're playing higher stakes, you're also going to get a much higher return. And as I understand, the minimum bet on some other bookmakers is 1 rand, so you can actually get away with a 24 rand max bet on this. 21 comes in and we hit 2 in a row. Look at that, guys. Wow, we've literally hit the lightning dice twice in a row. We've now made a very tight little profit. There's no need to get greedy, so we're going to leave that at that. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this strategy in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.